So I've been rubbing sticks together every day for 15 days straight, making fire with these hands, and I'm halfway through this 30-day dirt time challenge. And even though it's been such a small window of time, there's something about ritual processes where clock time dissipates and some kind of ceremonial time or sacred time really opens up, and that's where these contractions and expansions of space-time can start to get really strange. So in one sense, although it's only been 15 days, it feels like I've been apprenticing to fire for a long time. My dog's coming in to say hello here. I should probably say that if you haven't been tuning in, or if it's your first time seeing me, I'm Koyuta. This is my dog, Titan. And over the past 15 days, these blistered hands that you see have coaxed out over 50 embers, and the most I've birthed in one day was actually today, and that was 11 embers within the afternoon, using a variety of spindles, half boards, or also known as baseboards, and techniques. And about a third of those embers I've transferred into a nest or some sort of tinder bundle and blown them into flame or fire. And you know, not just these 15 days, but preceding that, I've really come to learn that fire is a master teacher, and there's a wisdom that fire transfers or allows one to realize. And it's not an intellectual, conceptual thing, it's actualized in the body. It's embodied wisdom. And I've come to learn that there are many components to it that I am indeed learning. There's the physicality of fire making, so knowing what woods work well, the right speed, consistency, downwards pressure, the smell of the smoke, the coloration of the soot, and how these things might change depending on the combo of hand spindle and baseboard. There's the technique in the hands and in the body. There's the wind direction, the power of the wind and how that might affect the process. I've been feeling into the humidity in the air. And then there's this wider ecological context and coming to know what local plants and trees and materials might be able to assist in making fire, and feeling into the other related bushcraft and ancestral skills that fire can open a portal into. And then there are these certain virtuous components, or perhaps these inner qualities that fire is teaching me and helping me to learn in different ways. Patience, presence, focus, discipline, commitment. And then of course there's the metaphysical or spiritual connection to fire. And one could certainly try and wax lyrical about that, but really it's a relationship that's experienced in a felt sense way. And just like how along my journey of working with plant teachers and plant medicines, the shamanic path, I've experienced several master teachers, and I certainly consider fire to be another one of these master teachers. And really, fire has long been a symbol of transformation and renewal, a purifying force, if you will, that both consumes and gives rise to the new. And that is especially true in a tangible sense here in Australia, where a lot of land requires regenerative practices such as fire burning. And you know, during this Dirt Time Challenge, I've been reading a book called Fire Country, How Indigenous Fire Management Could Help Save Australia, by a guy called Victor Stephenson. And I've come to learn that there's a difference between fire hazard reduction versus the harmonization of the environment in a way that supports that. So it's working with fire in a way that supports that. Indigenous fire management, to reference a language in the book. And the book details a lot about these practices. But again, when reading stuff on a page, that's conceptual stuff, and it can certainly be supportive and helpful, useful, especially so if it's put into practical application. But really, where the juice is in the actualization and practice of these skills and developing that wisdom, anchoring that wisdom into the body, into one's energetic field. So 15 consecutive days in, another 15 consecutive days to go, and perhaps many more after the official end of this Dirt Time Challenge. And I'm certainly humbled, I'm curious, and I'm excited to see how this relationship might evolve, and to really keep a finger on the pulse of how fire is changing me and what fire is asking of me. Yeah, deeper heart and soul stuff, spirit stuff. I'll leave it at that. If you're not already, come and follow along on this journey if you're into fire making, ancestral skills, bushcraft, that kind of stuff. And drop a comment if you vibe it. Thanks for watching.